Santa was worried. Christmas was coming. The air was filled with the crisp scent of pine, and the snowflakes danced in the air. But Santa couldn't enjoy any of it. His mind was racing with thoughts of the upcoming holiday. He had a monumental task ahead of him, and time was running out. He needed to deliver presents to all the good children. The list seemed endless, filled with names of children who had been good all year. Santa knew each name by heart, and he felt a deep responsibility to make sure every child received their gift. He checked his list twice, making sure not a single name was missed. But his sleigh was empty. The sight of the empty sleigh was a stark reminder of the challenge ahead. Without his trusty reindeer, the sleigh wouldn't fly, and the presents would remain undelivered. Santa's heart sank as he looked at the barren sleigh, usually brimming with gifts and joy. "I need reindeer," he boomed. His voice echoed through the snowy landscape, carrying his urgent plea. The North Pole was usually a place of calm and serenity, but now it was filled with Santa's booming voice calling out for help. He knew he couldn't do it alone. News spread through the North Pole. The reindeer, always eager to help, began to talk among themselves. They knew the importance of Santa's mission and the joy it brought to children around the world. The reindeer community was abuzz with excitement and determination. Reindeer came from far and wide. They traveled through the snowy forests and across icy rivers, all converging on Santa's village. Each reindeer brought their unique strengths and skills, ready to prove they were the best for the job. The sight of so many reindeer gathering was a testament to their dedication. They all wanted to help Santa. The reindeer stood tall and proud, their breath visible in the cold air. They knew this was their chance to shine, to be part of something bigger than themselves. Helping Santa was an honor, and they were ready to give it their all. It was time for the first reindeer games. The snowy field was transformed into an arena with obstacles and challenges designed to test the reindeer's abilities. The air was filled with anticipation as the reindeer lined up, ready to compete. This was no ordinary event. It was a chance to become part of Santa's legendary team. Santa stood on a stage of ice. "Welcome," he chuckled. His eyes twinkled with joy as he looked at the eager faces before him. Santa knew that these games would not only find the best reindeer, but also bring the community together. He felt a renewed sense of hope and excitement. "Only the strongest, fastest, and most determined reindeer will join my team." The reindeer cheered. Their voices filled the air, a chorus of excitement and determination. They knew the competition would be tough, but they were ready to give it their all. Each reindeer was determined to prove they had what it took to be part of Santa's team. They were ready to prove themselves. The reindeer began to stretch and prepare, their muscles rippling under their thick fur. They knew the challenges ahead would test their speed, strength, and endurance, but they were ready, driven by the desire to help Santa and bring joy to children everywhere. This was their chance to become legends. The reindeer stood tall, their eyes filled with determination. They knew that being part of Santa's team was more than just a job. It was a legacy. They were ready to give it their all, to become the heroes of Christmas and ensure that every child received their gift. The first game was a race through the snowy forest. Reindeer lined up, their hooves pawing at the ground.
Set, go, S5, ready?
Reindeer zoomed through the trees. Snowflakes swirled as they leaped over icy streams. They dodged snowmen and giggled. One reindeer, a young one named Rudolph, was a little slower than the others. But Rudolph was determined. He wouldn't give up. He knew he had to try his best. Next, the reindeer had to fly. They soared through the air, their antlers cutting through the clouds. They practiced landing on rooftops just like Santa.
Some reindeer were graceful, gliding through the sky.
Others were a bit wobbly, their legs flailing, but they all kept practicing.
Rudolph was still trying his best. He wasn't the fastest flyer, but he was steady. He focused on each flap of his hooves, trying to stay airborne. The reindeer gathered for the next challenge. They had to toss rings onto giant icicles using their antlers. It was harder than it looked.
Some reindeer were experts. Their antlers tossed the rings with ease.
Others struggled, their antlers bumping the rings in all the wrong directions.
Rudolph was having a tough time. His antlers were still small. He kept missing the icicles, but he didn't lose hope. He knew practice made perfect.
Rudolph watched the other reindeer. They were so strong and fast. He started to feel a little sad. Maybe he wasn't meant to be on Santa's sleigh. He sat alone, watching snowflakes fall. He closed his eyes and wished with all his might. "I want to help Santa deliver presents," he whispered.
Suddenly he heard a voice. "Never give up on your dreams, Rudolph." It was Santa. He smiled kindly at the young reindeer. Section 6. A test of strength. The final game was a test of strength. The reindeer had to pull a giant sled filled with presents. It was heavy.
The reindeer dug their hooves into the snow and pulled with all their might.
They grunted and groaned, but the sled wouldn't budge.
Rudolph knew he had to help. He put his small antlers against the sled and pushed with all his strength.
Slowly, the sled started to move. Section 7. Choosing the team. The games were over. Santa gathered all the reindeer. It was time to choose his team. He looked at each reindeer, remembering their skills.
He chose the fastest, the strongest, and the most determined.
He chose reindeer who worked together and never gave up.
And to everyone's surprise, Santa chose Rudolph. He saw Rudolph's kind heart and his never-give-up spirit. Those were the qualities of a true sleigh reindeer. Section 8. A Magical Christmas Eve. The night was serene with a gentle chill in the air, and the sky was a canvas of twinkling stars, each one shining brightly as if celebrating the magic of the season. The full moon cast a silvery glow over the snow-covered landscape, making everything look like a scene from a fairy tale. Christmas Eve arrived. The sky glittered with stars, each one twinkling like a tiny beacon of hope and joy. The air was filled with the scent of pine and the distant sound of carolers singing festive tunes. It was a night where dreams felt closer, and the magic of Christmas was palpable. Santa's sleigh was ready, pulled by his new team of reindeer. The sleigh, polished to a gleaming shine, was packed with gifts wrapped in colorful paper and adorned with ribbons. The reindeer, with their bells jingling softly, pawed at the snow, eager to embark on their journey. And leading the way was Rudolph. His nose glowed brightly, lighting up the path ahead. Rudolph, once teased for his shiny red nose, now led the team with pride and confidence. His journey from outcast to hero was a testament to the power of believing in oneself. With a twinkle in his eye and a jingle of bells, Santa and his reindeer soared into the night. The sleigh cut through the crisp winter air, leaving a trail of stardust in its wake. Below, children slept soundly, dreaming of the wonders that Christmas morning would bring. They delivered presents to all the good children. Santa, with his sack of toys slung over his shoulder, moved swiftly and silently, ensuring that each gift was placed just right. The joy and excitement that these presents would bring filled his heart with warmth. Rudolph had proven that even the smallest reindeer could achieve great things with determination and a kind heart. His journey was not just about guiding the sleigh, but also about inspiring others to embrace their unique qualities and shine brightly in their own way. It was a Christmas Eve no one would ever forget. The magic of the night, the joy of giving, and the spirit of togetherness made it truly special. As the night drew to a close, the stars seemed to twinkle a little brighter, as if acknowledging the wonder of the evening. Families gathered around their Christmas trees, sharing stories and laughter, creating memories that would last a lifetime. The magic of Christmas Eve was not just in the presents or the decorations, but in the love and joy that filled the hearts of everyone who believed in the magic of the season. Section 9. A Magical Christmas Eve. From that day on, Rudolph became a symbol of hope for all reindeer. His glowing red nose, once a source of ridicule, now shone brightly as a beacon of inspiration. The other reindeer, who had once laughed at him, now looked up to him with admiration and respect. Rudolph's journey from an outcast to a hero was a testament to the power of perseverance and self-belief. He taught everyone that anything is possible if you believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. Rudolph's story spread far and wide, reaching the ears of young reindeer everywhere. They listened in awe, their eyes wide with wonder, as they heard about the reindeer who had overcome all odds to lead Santa's sleigh. Parents would tell their children the tale of Rudolph, encouraging them to embrace their uniqueness and to always strive for their dreams, no matter how impossible they might seem. And so, the tradition of the reindeer games continued year after year, bringing joy and excitement to the North Pole. The games were a time of celebration, where reindeer from all over would come together to compete in various events. There were races, obstacle courses, and even a high jump competition. The air was filled with laughter and cheers as the reindeer showcased their skills and talents. It was a time of camaraderie and friendly competition, where new friendships were forged and old ones were strengthened, and ensuring that Santa always had a team of strong and determined reindeer to help him deliver presents on Christmas Eve. The end. Each year, as Christmas Eve approached, the reindeer would train diligently, preparing themselves for the important task ahead. They knew that they had a crucial role to play in spreading joy and happiness to children all over the world. With Rudolph leading the way, they felt a sense of pride and purpose. Together, they would soar through the night sky, guided by the light of Rudolph's nose, bringing the magic of Christmas to life. The end.